From the News Channel 8 studios, this is Washington Business Tonight with Rebecca Cooper.
So how much money do you need to be able to afford to retire? And are there any shortcuts? These are answers our next guest has in his new book out titled Economic Secrets of the New Retirement Environment. DaRayl Davis, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Rebecca.
So I read your book. I think it's great. My mother helps people in the next stage once they've retired with their financial planning. And as I was saying during the break, it's heartbreaking to see people get to that stage and not have planned properly. So one of the things I liked in your book is your 10 commandments of planning well. And we've got a graphic we can pull up right now. First one, thou shalt not procrastinate. You say don't wait.
Don't wait. That's vitally important because we have to take advantage of time. And obviously with so many people having their savings decimated, so many 401k plans and pensions having lost money, we have to take advantage of time and then compounding, which certainly is one of what has been called the eighth wonder of the world. And to get that compounding working so our money grows is vitally important.
Now, the one, never miss out on the free money that your company may be matching.
You know, a lot of people these days are asking that question, Rebecca, well, should I still contribute to my 401k? We lost 30% on average. And I say yes, up to, at minimum, up to the point where your employer is matching, because in addition to the triple compounding of your own money, you get that free money to double up, and that can help.
Now, times are so tough that some companies have even stopped matching. So you've got to have other things in your game plan too. You say number 3, you've got to be wholly diversified.
You have to be, and part of that means not depending on any one entity, whether that be the government or your employer, to prepare you for retirement. One of the concepts that I'm suggesting is that we're in a yo-yo economy where you're on your own. And so you have to go, you know, made in America is wonderful, but we're in a global economy. You have to get some exposure that goes outside of the U.S.
During all of our coverage of General Motors, it broke my heart to see one man who had put all of his retirement money in GM stock, thinking that the American automakers were the safest stocks. But never think any one thing is a sure thing.
That's absolutely correct.
Number 4, don't underestimate your expenses when you retire.
Yeah, oftentimes people are under the misconception that, okay, when I retire, I'll be in a lower tax bracket, my expenses will go down. But in fact, when we have free time, we tend to do things we like. And oftentimes that costs money. So you have a lot more time.
Or at least we want to.
More. At least we want to.
Now, I like number 5. You said, thou shalt not steal from your retirement funds. You say, don't be tempted.
Don't. You know, there's some amazing stories I could share. One where a gentleman called in and said, hey, we've got Brett Favre coming. I want to buy season tickets. I'm going to take a loan from my 401k. That's not a reason to go into your 401k to get a season ticket because you're like an athlete and you want a season ticket. You know, you should leave money for retirement alone until retirement comes.
Don't take it at all.
Don't take it. I mean, there are some exceptional circumstances. Obviously, so many people have been filing bankruptcy due to medical expenses that they can't handle. So in those kind of cases, you might want to take some money, but not for frivolous. Not for football.
That's not frivolous.
Well,
but it's not an emergency.
Okay.
Number 7, one thing everyone's having to think about today, thou shalt not retire too soon.
It's really not an option, and so many people are having to pull it back from the table and kind of reconsider because we now have to recover so much, and so many people were exposed in ways that they didn't know. And so if you lose 30, 40, 50% of your money, it's going to take a substantial amount of time to recover. So you have to really consider your timeline for retirement.
And we do 8 and 9 because I want to leave a little bit of time for 10. 8, don't mishandle your money. 9, have a good distribution plan. And 10, finally, find a good advisor. And you say, not just a good financial advisor overall, but one that specializes in retirement funds.
Very much so. Like your mother that you mentioned, who helps people once they've retired. 99% of my colleagues, we've not been trained on distribution. We've been trained to get the money, bring it to the companies. You need an exit strategy. How are you going to distribute this money? And with taxes likely going through the roof, how are you going to keep more of your money away from Uncle Sam?
So just like a good moisturizer, it may need to change as you grow older.
It must change. The strategy has to change for sure.
DaRayl Davis, thanks for bringing us up to date on economic secrets of the new retirement environment.
Thanks for
being with us.